Hey everybody, I want to touch base with you because today is my 16th anniversary of my amputations. It's always a bittersweet day. I've tried to reclaim Valentine's Day, but it's been really challenging because I've had such loss, as you can imagine, having all four of your limbs cut off. I walked into Kingwood Medical on my own 2 feet as the last time I ever walked on my feet into the hospital, and they put me right into a medically induced coma or maybe I went into one myself because I was so sick. I had given birth on a Wednesday and had slowly melted on my insides for 4 days, and everyone telling me that my pain in my stomach, I was just being a wimp because I just gave birth to a very big baby. So I let it go. I didn't want to go to the hospital. I rebelled against the whole concept, and it cost me a lot. If I'd have caught it earlier, I probably wouldn't have lost so much limb. And that's a lesson for all you hard-headed people out there. Sometimes you just have to get it checked out, you know. But now I have to live with the repercussions of my decision. And it's been a really long, hard road. I've lost everything, except I have a house, but all my family's disappeared on me. I do have an older daughter, but she's moving to Alaska. So, yeah, bittersweet anniversary, a lot to contemplate. And what did I do first thing? I worked on my second book, getting it ready for the publisher, From Trauma to Transformation. I want to use my experience as a stepping stone for other people that have been through a traumatic experience and show them the way, so to speak. I've kind of done a lot of things on my own. I'm very independent, and counselors failed me. So I've been doing all this on my own spiritual work, looking at all kinds of avenues to rise above this very small existence. It's human 3D Earth school reality, and look at the bigger picture so that I can get more perspective on how blessed I am. And when you hear other people's stories and how they've lost things at a very young age and they never get to really live, I realize I lost my limbs at 42 and I had a wonderful life. I worked on a movie set, I climbed mountains, I snow skied, water skied, jet skied, tube down rivers, had an amazing life. I went to Europe 3 times. I don't have any regrets of my life, really, except for some poor decisions along the way. But for the most part, I'm very grateful that I had so many wonderful experiences so that as I sit here unable to ride a bike or drive a car or do pretty much anything. I can't shower myself. I can't make myself food. I have caregivers. Thank God. They're beautiful, wonderful people, and I adore them, and I'm so grateful for them. But, your life goes into some kind of perspective when you've lost everything, and you try to rebuild yourself. And that's what my book's really about. It's about how do you handle the trauma you've been through? Do you bless the lessons that it brings and trying to stay positive and find everything to be grateful for every day and start your day with gratitude, end your day with gratitude, meditate on that, reach out to a higher power? I have recently noticed that Jesus was not his name. His name was Yeshua. That's what his mother named him. And so now I call him Yeshua. And so I think about him as a frequency, a vibration, an energy, because that's what we all are. But he had a very strong one. And so I reach out to the Yeshua and my spirit guides to bring me peace and relieve me of my anxieties when, like I go to the hospital and stuff. And it really works. It really does. Just knowing that everything's happening for a reason, that we're powerful beings, that we just need to move through this very dense, low frequency reality and try to stay high frequency which is really hard to do in a very dense, low frequency reality. So don't beat yourself up if you can't stay positive all the time, but definitely strive for that, and forgive, and let go of stuff. You'll have an easier journey if you're able to embrace your abundance by the gratitude you feel in your heart. That is really important, and that's kind of what my book's about. I try to give little bits of knowledge that I've learned through my spiritual journey, just helping people along their path, because being of service to others is the highest ideal. That's what we're here to do. Being kind in the face of unkindness. Forgive those that trespass against you, because they're hurting. It's not about you. It's about their journey and why they're so mean. So you always have to keep that in mind, that they can be mad at you, but they choose to be aggressive. And that's part of their journey. And don't ever take that on in your own energy field and just feel pity for them. That they feel the need to lash out at you. That they're going through something. And that's really important to keep in mind. Because we get so offended so easily on this planet. And we just have to realize that everybody's on their own path. And there's more than one path to the highest of highs. Everybody has their own path, and that's okay. And that's where you find a lot of patience and tolerance and forgiveness for other people, because we all have our own journey. And we have to respect each other's space and let people go and have good boundaries. If somebody's going to be mean to you, say, I can see that you need to be on your own, and I'm just going to step out of your life for now. Because it's important to not take that abuse, even though you feel sorry for them and know it's all about them. There's no reason why you should be around it. Because you got to protect your energy and your space. But I just want to jump on here and just, give little tidbits of my journey and what I've learned, and how important it is to stay positive and rebuild yourself, reinvent yourself, and figure out what you can do. Like, I can do hypnotherapy. If anybody wants a session, or if you're in Houston, just message me on here and I'll get it. I'm also starting a commissioned artwork today. I'm really excited about that. Somebody wants a special picture made, and so I'm really excited about that. And then my vitamins. I love my vital health, and helping people be as healthy as they can be by detoxing them and getting their body into balance again. That brings joy to me. So you really need to just find what brings you joy. When you've been through a lot and you've lost everything, just rebuild yourself by seeing, what can I do? What is my new normal? Okay, so I'm not going to dwell on this every day. I'm not going to sit and think about my lost limbs every day. Move on. This is what it is. It is what it is, and it's important to just keep everything in a positive mindset. Like, what can I do? How can I be a good friend? How can I be there for my kids? How can I be of service to others? How can I do things so that I feel rewarded in my life, But I just wanted to get on here and just be a little light for your day and realize, you got to be grateful for everything that happens to you, even if it's bad, because it's an amazing lesson. And that's what Earth School's all about, is lessons. And you don't get out unscathed. Everybody goes through trauma. Physical, mental, emotional. We all go through it. So I really hope you have a blessed Valentine's Day. And thank you for listening to me.